Order and chaos. Yeah, that's a nice allegory, the Campfire allegory. So imagine our ancestors, our cave dwellers, sitting around the campfire in front of the cave, and then something bad happens and one of them has to venture out into the darkness and eliminate the threat. And who ventures out into the dark? It's the hero, the one who mediates between the known and the unknown. Now, it's a nice allegory, but it has a couple of flaws, which I'd like to discuss. This allegory works for both internal and external problems. Yeah, so externally, there's a challenge in the external world, and we have to go on a little hero's journey to understand what is the problem and then solve it. Yeah. Usually it's when an adversity arises, we are subjected to the symptoms, like a leaking pipe or something in our house, and usually we ignore that for a while until the symptoms worsen. We have a wet floor and somebody slips on that wet floor, and then we try to remedy the symptoms, like we wrap something around the leaking pipe, which works for a while until that fix breaks too and the symptoms worsen, and then we have to do actually something against the cause. We have to go find a plumber, or we have to find a proper way of fixing that pipe. Not with a workaround, but with a solution. So that's usually our venture in the external world when we have to fix a problem. But we have to do a similar thing when we face internal problems. And then we have to descend into the darkness of our subconsciousness, face our shadow or our inner demons, understand how they work, tame them, and return to our self-conscious state of mind and re-establish order. So it's a nice allegory, yes. But for one, I don't think that chaos is a good term, because neither the unknown nor adversity are chaotic. Reality spans everything, the known and the unknown, and the campfire and the darkness. And both the known and the unknown, the campfire and the darkness, are governed by the same natural laws. So when we venture out into the unknown, we don't find chaos, we find order, or a new part of the order which we did not yet understand. Also, it is not chaos that washes over us or reaches out into our campfire area and creates chaos. No, it is reality that reaches out to us, because reality wants to reveal itself all the time. There is a mechanism in reality that creates tailor-made tests and trials for us. Yeah. And with these tests and trials, it pushes our self-conscious envelope little by little. Yeah. So karma, and even adverse karma, adversity, is an orderly process that brings about the evolution of our consciousness. Now that the threat of chaos and adversity is an orderly process, does that come as a surprise? Well, think about who we are. we are immortal souls having planetary experiences. And every experience gets boring over time. So the evolution of experience is the name of the game. And we cannot evolve experiences if we do not evolve our self-consciousness and our mind. Yeah. So the evolution of mind, enlightenment that is the prime concern of the universe, which in the first hand was also created in order to enable its experiences. So this is the one of the living aspects of the universe, or the livingness within the universe, that science cannot and or does not want to see. I also believe that the term chaos is a little bit exaggerated. Yeah, when there is adversity, external adversity or an internal adversity, yeah, there's like a emotional or cognitive issue we have struggled to deal with. It's not like everything enters chaos, you know. What actually happens is there's some kind of an imbalance that creates a small area of chaos, and so it's like order imbalance, re-establishing the order by learning about the force that created this imbalance, or the thought or the emotion, like hate. Yeah, hate can create an imbalance. Yeah, it doesn't completely overwhelm us. Well, sometimes it does, but usually it only overwhelms a certain part of our psyche, and we learn about what that anger is, where it comes from, and then we reestablish the balance. I also don't believe that we really venture out into the dark, find something and then take it back to our campfire. That's not how it works. Yeah, it's more like we go out into the dark and we find something and we light a little campfire there. And then we venture to another place and we light a little campfire there. So little by little we lighten up various unknown parts of reality and create a network of small campfires, or small bits of truth. Yeah, because we live in reality. Yeah, we don't go out and take something from reality and bring it to our self-conscious awareness. No, we venture out, and there we realize something, and we venture to another place or another state of mind in reality, realize something. Yeah, bring the light there. The initiation story, as Jordan Peterson calls it, has two phases. Yeah? So young souls that are more or less immersed in planetary experiences and forgot who and what it is, an immortal soul, and identifies itself with the avatar and its spacesuit. Karma pushes young souls, yeah, by creating tailor-made tests and trials. But when we enter enlightenment, when we enter the path of enlightenment and start pursuing enlightenment, the whole story changes. From that moment on, it's more like the higher self initiates us. Yeah, and that's painless and much more effective.